morning.
Um,
It is, what, Friday morning?
yes, we have a day off together, which is pretty great.
Yeah, once in a while.
We are at the latest site of bug warfare.
Yep.
We arrived yesterday after work, drove down last night, and typically we found Japanese beetles, of course, and
Eating
there
our
was
apple
some
trees.
great, our poor apple trees. We had uncovered them last week. We'll show you what happened. Oh, there's our cat.
The theme for
Bug-
today is
bug
winning
warfare.
some more wars and losing some battles here
Well,
against the bugs.
This battle is now cabbage worms have gotten into our radishes, and we were so discouraged.
In 4 days, decimated. So
Yeah, so we're gonna deal with that, and
pick the bugs off and start over.
we have to trim some strawberries. We need to, I don't know, deal with
But
bugs.
thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
And find the bugs and pull at the same time.
And you're just
I'm just tossing it all in here. We're gonna burn it.
okay.
There's one on the ground.
I don't even know where
They were
came
doing
from.
well. I mean,
I know.
they were
I know.
not taking very long to do well.
Which means we can do this
We
again.
can do this again and it'll be fine.
We will rebuild. So I am spraying on the soil here Mighty Mint Insect and Pest Control Plus. It's an effective plant-based, safe around people and pests spray that we're just spraying down spraying down the soil, and there's still cabbage worms making themselves known. So they're everywhere. So we're pulling those, and I'm just gonna spray the soil. It's peppermint oil and soap, a mix of that kind of stuff. We have the bucket of soapy water that we used last night with the Japanese beetles. So we're gonna just leave this bed alone, and we will replant radishes, and we'll try. This will be what, number 4? Hi, Finn Bogey. Hi, are you coming to say hello? There she goes. Oh, bless you. So we're burning all of the plants and things that had bugs on them. We learned our lesson yeah, it's the best way. So we've got a nice fire going. Fortunately, there was a cold front that came through, so it's really nice outside. It's a great day for a campfire in the morning. All right, here we are at the strawberry patch. Today I need to get in here. Our strawberries are probably the healthiest thing on our little homestead. And they are sending out so many runners, baby strawberry plants. I need to cut those back and weed in here, but this is a happy garden, so. Well, I was up front working on strawberries. Peter's been back here, and he's going to tell you what he was working on.
Well, this was the location for the sad corn and the potatoes that did pretty well.
Potatoes did well. When we got here yesterday, Peter noticed that the corn was dried out, and it had stopped growing like a month ago.
Yeah,
I was holding on to hope, but we harvested what we had. It's the most pitiful corn. We're going to have it with dinner today.
Sure. So what we have here is I took out the tiller and worked this entire area, cleared all the rocks and the roots. What was here before was woods, scrub wood like you see back there. Over the last year, we've been clearing this area out. The soil looks okay. It's still got a lot of clay. It has more organic matter than what you see in certain areas. However, we're still going to supplement it with more planting mix, soil, and hope for the best with, what are we planting?
Beets.
Sure.
Pears. Battlestar. No, sorry. I don't know. I'm not feeling great today, so but definitely beets and other things.
Other things. We'll figure it out. We'll do a debrief after.
We'll plant that tomorrow.
Okay.
So
let's get to it.
that would just go perfectly with our theme of discouragement for the weekend.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Oh man.
At least have nothing.
There's the seed potato.
Yeah, the soil was just too hard. It was never any good. This was never meant to be. There's one that tried. These were not ever going to grow anything.
This is so sad.
I don't like these potato bags.
Usually this is a really exciting prospect. Ooh, it is fun to find a Gerard in there though. Here, I'm going to put the Gerard. Where did you go? Come back. You go in the big garden. Viking purple potato. It's a 1.
He's still my heart.
Woohoo. I'll take it. Wah, wah, wah. We are going to feast tonight. Y'all are jealous, I can tell. The thing is, we have a bunch of really good potatoes up at the other house.
You can go online and find all kinds of people using potato bags. How great they are.
How shall I prepare it, Peter? Shall I roast it or boil it? Mash it up, put it in a stew?
Let's make a stew.
All right, friends. So I was determined to get another potato, and I did. I went into that potato garden, and I pulled one that had been knocked over by a deer. Look at that. See, it's working over there. One potato was totally ready. So now we have 2 potatoes for dinner. It's silly, but it's awesome. Peter is, this is part of our review of potato bags.
I'm sure we did them wrong, but
yeah, they didn't work for us. And because we have a burn pile going, we're going to burn our potato bags today. Yeah, things we've learned today. The peonies, I pulled the peonies out of the garden up here by the house. They were prone to disease for whatever reason, not working. What else? So we'll never use potato bags again. Like Peter said, I'm sure we did it wrong. And we're not going to plant zucchini anymore. All the other vining, squashy plants, melons, and things like that are doing great. But 2 years in a row, we've had squash bugs on zucchinis. So those are out. Anyway, it's lunchtime, and I need a nap. Good morning.
Good morning.
Second day, second part of our weekend. And today we're going to finish, we're going to deal with the rest of the bug issues.
The rest of the bug issues. So you have
I've got
grubs and
grub busters. They're
and
little
milky spores.
nematodes, milky spores and diatomaceous earth. We're going to use them in varying places around the homestead where we've had problems with squash bugs, caterpillars on the radishes, which was new,
and Chinese, Japanese.
Japanese beetles. What other bugs?
That's enough.
That's enough bugs. We're going after them today.
Let's get to it.
So, all right.
Awesome.
Also, since we cleared out the bug-ridden radishes, I get to replant radishes again. And
Third time's
we're
a charm.
going to, fourth time's a charm. And we're going to plant an extended garden bed that was potatoes and the bad corn that we had last night for dinner.
The starvation corn.
Word. It was awful. It was not great. We're going to plant some fall veggies down there today too. So woo.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to mix up the grub busters, these little nematodes, white grubs. Do not apply in full sun. Okay. So nematodes are very susceptible, I better cover them up, to UV light and should be applied in the evening. So this is going to have to wait. Peter, the nematodes are very susceptible to sunshine. So we have to spray these guys at the end of the day today. I'm glad it says like big letters, do not apply in full sun. They should put that on the outside. Nematodes are alive and should be released as soon as possible. Okay, that's fun. All right, we're going to switch gears and deal with the milky spore. Both of these things are for organic gardening. We could get like heavy duty insecticides, chemicals, which is awfully tempting. But we're choosing more natural stuff. Both of these are dusty. So I'm going to wear an N95 mask. This is fun. I can't even. Oh, goodness. Okay. Ow. Holy moly. Oh. Ow. Oh. Okay. All right, let's do this. This milky spore. This is spores of Bacillus papillae. I don't even know what that means. Grub control. This one we don't put on food. This we use in flower gardens. I'm sure I sound awesome through this whole thing. So flower gardens get the milky spore. So I'm going to deal with that.
All right, just a quick review of the tree situation, the apple trees in particular. Last week we got a little overly optimistic and thought that the Chinese beetles were not going to be as much of a Japanese beetles were not going to be as much of a problem. So we uncovered them. That was a mistake, and in 1 week you can see the damage was done. So we had done that in hopes that the mildew that was starting to form, because I think they were covered, was going to be the problem. So went ahead and covered them up again, and we may lose 1 or 2 of the 5 or 6 that we have, but we shall see. So part of the story is things that you think are going to work great sometimes don't go great, and then the ones that you think are dead surprise you. And
This is
a
our surprise.
peach. There was nothing there. It was
Frost
a little, yeah,
peach. It was like a stick. It was
a
one
stick.
of those.
We thought it was dead,
Yeah.
and here it is. Same story for the fig trees that we planted.
Yeah.
We thought they were goners.
Yeah.
Going
And
gangbusters.
the bugs don't touch it. They don't. The Japanese beetles don't like peaches, so we may have to convert all of our apple trees into peaches. I don't think we have a nectarine tree. We have that one covered because it's outside the electric fence line, and we're more concerned about deer getting it. But the deer didn't eat the peach, and
Again,
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah,
surprise.
the moral of the story.
So that
Some
is
things
part of
do
what we're
work.
talking about, is things we won't plant because they attract bugs, and
Things
things
we
we will, like, are positive, do well here.
It's good
Like
to have a few wins.
strawberries and right. Yay for peaches. I wanted to show you guys this garden. We're talking about managing the bad bugs, but we've had an issue with squirrels digging in our beds with bulbs, with the daffodils and tulip bulbs, and they especially loved this tulip bulb bed. And I had done the sprinkled cayenne pepper. I had put these little bags of peppermint stuff in here. They smell good, but the squirrels were like, ha, ha, I laugh at your choice. Anyway, but I added they're bird spikes that are generally used on like the edge of walls or fences where you wouldn't want birds to land. But fun fact, squirrels don't like them. And even though there's like spaces in between them, I put them around the perimeter of this garden. They have not been in here at all. So spikes, bird spikes. I came into the worm shed to get ready to go plant the new garden bed that Peter prepared this morning. Got my labels ready. Let me tell you what we're going to be planting. I have two apps that I use for helping me garden. I had started by doing everything by hand and drawing, and it just wasn't working for me. For planning the garden, I use an app called Planter, and you can map out your garden, and it'll help you with knowing companion planting, or if there's plants that shouldn't be planted together. It'll let you know that. It also helps you with spacing, so you know, like if you plant a vining plant like the squashes, they need a lot more space. So I planned that yesterday. I'll insert a pic of the plan here, and today we're going to go plant it. What else? The other app that I use is called Picture This, and it helps with watering and feeding schedules and just keeping tabs on all the different plants that we have here that we tend to at our homestead. For today, we are planting some cabbages, Brunswick cabbage, Tete Noir or Titi Noir. Anyway, cabbage, some bok choy, some different interesting varieties of radishes, some Chinese red meat. And I think these Chinese red meat, they're supposed to be like 4-inch radishes. I don't know. We'll see. Pusa Galabi radishes. They are rose color. Apparently, they're very high in antioxidants, so that's great. And then this daikon radish, supposed to get up to 24 inches long. We'll see. An old Japanese favorite, a giant white Japanese Minoways daikon. And then some carrots, winter sun beets, and parsnips. The carrots that we're planting are Uzbek golden and the new Carota carrots. So join me in the field. It's the end of it. No,
Oh yeah.
you come closer. Well, I don't want to get bugs on me. I know, ironic. It's the end of the day. We're going to do our last rounds of bug stuff. Peter's going to swipe
Yep. Let's get going.
the it didn't work. Swipe the
Keep talking.
I can't. I'm focused on these bugs that are flying around my head. Okay, sorry. I can't multitask. Anyway, Peter's getting the bad bugs into the soapy water. I activated the nematodes. You're supposed to have a special sprayer.
We don't have
It's
that.
definitely not this. So now I have like these
Doubts.
I have severe doubts about these nematodes, and I don't know if what I'm looking at are nematodes. I don't know. I've never met a nematode. Okay, so let's get the nematodes. Can you help me get underneath here? I'm gonna get the nematodes like back in the shady bit. The so-called nematodes. They're like lumpy bumps. I'll get the camera and show. I just am not. I'm not a believer. They're like snails. Is it like a snail? Is that what I'm looking at?
Might have to Google that.
Let us consult the Google lords.
That's nematode water. Can you water the nematodes? I don't know what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm looking at a snake oil thing I bought on Amazon. I was going to get a stick to poke them down a little bit so they're not sitting right on top. Coming in.
Right there. Lumps.
See those brown lumps? That's what was in that package. And I don't know. I don't know if we're doing this right. There was not great information. Thank you, Peter.
No problem.
I don't know. They work by eating the larvae. So they're not gonna eat the bugs. This is a
Next year.
thing.
Okay, well, let's just keep this short.
Peter's been out here chopping, making silvopasture and yeah, we got a lot done, but as usual, it's always, I feel like, one step forward, 12 steps back with critter management. Not critter management, that was last weekend. Bug control. I've got some homework to do. I need to research those nematodes.
Yeah.
And apparently I need a nematode sprayer.
Who knew?
Next weekend, it'll look a little bit different. It'll just be me down here taking care of a few things.
Yeah.
I may or may not bring you along. We'll see. But
Well,
anyway,
thank you for joining
thanks.
us.
Yeah.
Easy day.
Easy day.